escape.
Yeah,
it's their only way out if things get really bad for them in Crimea.
And the symbolism as well for Putin of that bridge being destroyed.
Huge symbol.
Right?
Yeah, really upsets him when the Kerch Bridge is attacked.
That's such a shame. All right, a question here from Mick. Of course, Sir Michael. Have you been? Is there something? Have you got news, Michael? Have you been to the palace recently?
Kamali, look, the only knighthood I will ever have is the keep my ears warm in bed. That's all.
Soon.
That's the only knighthood I'm entitled.
Yeah, well, let's wait and see. I love when we get chuckles from Alison. We'll wait and see. So, Michael, I watch your show every week from Annapolis in the US. Question, what are the chances that Putin stages a highly visible false flag attack on Moscow as a precursor for an attack on the Baltic states? He asked you to explain what the false flag attacks are, first of all. But there is... according to the Institute for the Study of War, which we trust and rely upon, they say that recently the Russian intelligence service have been claiming that Ukraine is about to do a false flag attack in Belarus on Polish infrastructure to then implicate Russia as a precursor to try and start something.
The Ukrainians might actually hit something in Poland in order to get the Poles to blame it on the Russians.
Yes.
Or the Belarus. I mean, that's a false flag attack. I mean, do you know, every time there is some disaster or every time there's some sort of big attack, somebody always says, oh, the victims did it to themselves so they could blame everybody else. I mean, 9/11, the famous 9/11, I mean, the story got around very quickly that 9/11 was actually perpetrated by the CIA and Mossad working together, to actually create this.
I've read the articles.
Exactly. And so that the Americans could then blame
excuse to go
everybody in the Middle East and attack the Middle East because they wanted the oil, all that. I mean, it's ridiculous stuff. But false flag attacks have got a long history of creating an attack that you can blame on yourself. You blame on somebody else, so you attack yourself in some way.
Before you go too far, has there ever been an actual false flag by a power that's been used as a precursor?
Yeah.
Think of one?
The most famous one that is well understood was Russia. In 1999, it was the FSB attacks on apartment blocks.
Oh, the Chechnya.
That's right. Yeah, and it was all blamed on the Chechens, which it wasn't. There were a series of explosions, almost a few days after each other, in 4 apartment blocks in Moscow and a couple of other cities. And then the FSB were caught red-handed in Ryazan, trying to create another one, red-handed. And at that time, this is 1999, there was enough of a free press in Russia for people to investigate this and get to the truth. And within days of those attacks, the Chechens were blamed, and Putin, who had just become the Prime Minister of Yeltsin, launched his war on Chechnya, which is a vicious war. Yeah. And the outside